Hi friends, welcome back to our story time. Remember in our story that yesterday the friends were at a maze and they had to figure out how to get through the maze. There was a way around the maze, but remember the great white tiger said choose the harder road. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and go through the maze. And they had to follow the great white tiger's words, and Bartholomew the bird was going to lead them. So that's where we've left the story. Chapter 5. It's very exciting. It's our last day. Above them, Bartholomew quickly flew onward. Big Billy and the others had to hurry through the maze to keep up. Wherever Bartholomew turned, they turned, and turned, and turned, and turned. Here they are in the maze. And down here is Creepshaw. And he says, "Follow them footsteps." This had been a very long day, and now night was taking over as gray clouds filled the sky. Einstein was worried. "It's getting so dark," he cried. "I can hardly see Bartholomew." "Me either," cried Chattabunga. "How simply dreadful," cried Miss Marbles. But Big Billy was calm. "The great white tiger loves us. Somehow he will show us the way." "Look!" Big Billy cried. "Just look! Bartholomew's wings are glowing!" But only Big Billy could see them. The others were too frightened to look up and see. "What about us?" Einstein cried. "I know," Miss Marple said, and she took off her glow-in-the-dark pearl necklace so everyone could hold on to it. Big Billy stayed in front following Bartholomew. "Move faster!" Chattabunga whispered. "I think I hear someone behind us." There they are. At that moment, Bartholomew suddenly stopped flying forward, and he turned in a tight circle straight above them. Big Billy stopped so suddenly that Miss Marbles crashed into him, and Einstein crashed into Miss Marbles. "No!" shouted Chattabunga. "Don't stop now! I hear them! They're right behind us! They'll catch me like they did my sister! Go! Go! Go!" she screamed. Big Billy was shaking in fear. "I can't go," he said. "This time we must obey the great white tiger's instructions." Suddenly, a fierce wind blew the clouds away. The beautiful glowing GNU moon covered everything with light. Now that he could see, Big Billy gasped. He had stopped right at the edge of a cliff. If he had taken one more step, he would have plunged over the edge and taken all his friends with him. They all drew back, and Big Billy fell to his knees, his eyes filled with tears. "Thank you, great white tiger," he said. And above him, a voice like thunder answered, "You are welcome, little one." You see the cliff? Big Billy looked up. There, before him, was the great white tiger. "We found you!" Big Billy exclaimed. The tiger's deep voice answered, "I've been with you all the time." And then the great white tiger roared into the sky, "Bring me the enemies!" There he is. Remember, they were searching for the great white tiger to have him help them. From high above, Bartholomew flew down, clutching Reptilian and Creepshaw. He dropped them before the great white tiger. "Give Bunga Chata to me!" the tiger ordered. "Now!" Reptilian dropped his lunchbox to the ground and out jumped Bunga Chata. Whew! That could cramp a girl's style, she said with a grin. And little Creepshaw right here yells, "Our barbecue!" To Reptilian and Creepshaw, the great white tiger commanded, "Be gone!" At the sound of his great voice, they stumbled backward and fell over the cliff. "I'll be back!" Reptilian screamed as he fell. "After lunch," said Creepshaw. Then the tiger turned to Big Billy. "What have you learned on your journey, my son?" "Oh, I've learned to love my friends," Big Billy answered. And I've learned to love and trust you, Great White Tiger." The tiger's roar filled the air. "My son," he said, "you have learned a great deal. You will have much to give and to share when you return to the GNU Zoo to bring back the music and the laughter." "But," Big Billy said, "if I may ask you, Great Tiger, how can we bring back the music? Reptilian swallowed the golden key." Remember, that's the key that starts the carousel. "There is a better key," said the tiger. "The true GNU key. You will find it when you continue your journey, if you choose to go. Then you can return and help those left behind on the carousel. I must warn you, little ones, the journey from here will be more difficult than ever. But I will always be with you. So tell me, who will go?" "We will!" cried Big Billy and Miss Marbles and Einstein and Chatabunga and Bunga Chata. "Could I have some chocolate for the trip?" asked Einstein. "And can we party before we go?" asked Bunga Chata. "I've been lunch meat so long, I'm ready to dance." "Of course!" the great white tiger roared with joy. All at once the sky was filled with the songs of the great white tiger and with his messengers who sang, "How we love you, great white tiger, how we love the things you do. You are good and kind and fearless. You love us and we love you." The end. That's the end of our story, my friends. There's all the characters from our book. I hope you enjoyed it. I loved that the animals found the great white tiger in the end. That's exciting. But there's one problem. Did you notice that they still don't have the golden key to start the carousel back up? The great white tiger told them they get a new key called the true key, and they have to go on another adventure to find it. So I hope you join me to hear the next adventure of our animals in search of the great white tiger. Hopefully we meet all our friends again, Einstein and Miss Marbles and Chatabunga and Bunga Chata, and most of all, our friend Big Billy the panda. See y'all later. Bye.